It's time. It's time for the Billy Flynn Experience.
Thank you so much for joining me for another Billy Flynn Experience. I am your host, Billy Flynn, and you're coming live here from Germany. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in and listening tonight. Okay, as the show's title, it is Donald Trump praise Putin. Very strange. Yes, I know. You know, I was I didn't believe it when I came across the this video clip. But it doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me one bit because of the political atmosphere in America. And of course, the president that is in office right now, Joe Biden. And then, of course, supposedly Trump is going to rerun again. What is it? 2024, I believe. So what is it? 2 years. He's gonna try and run again. I don't, really, to me, I don't care. I'm not really into. I wasn't a Trump supporter before. I didn't vote for him before. Hell, I didn't even vote for Biden. So I'm not a fan of either. But it's pretty funny that, Trump praises Putin. I'm trying to find the clip now. Okay, I got it. I want you to listen to this. Because it is funny.
Yesterday, reporters asked me if I thought President Putin was smart. I said, of course he's smart, to which I was greeted with, oh, that's such a terrible thing to say. I'd like to tell the truth. Yes, he's smart. The NATO nations, and indeed the world, as he looks over what's happening strategically with no repercussions or threats whatsoever, they're not so smart. They're looking the opposite of smart. If you take over Ukraine, we're going to sanction you, they say. Sanction? Well, that's a pretty weak statement. Putin is saying, oh, they're going to sanction me. They sanctioned me for the last 25 years. You mean I can take over a whole country and they're going to sanction me? You mean they're not going to blow us to pieces, at least psychologically? The problem is not that Putin is smart, which of course he's smart, but the real problem is that our leaders are dumb. Dumb.
I was trying to hold that laugh in, but okay, now to me, I asked myself, why would Trump make such a statement like this? Of course, we all know that he runs his mouth and he says things to get a reaction from. On both sides, on the people who support him and then the people who don't support or that is against him. So he does, and he says things for reactions, for purposes of mainly that. But it was pretty funny nonetheless that he would say something like that in the atmosphere of what's going on in the world. And what I took away from it was he made that statement basically saying, and I could be wrong, and I'll accept that if I'm wrong. But in my opinion, the way I see it is that he made that statement based on the fact of what is going on in the world, and everything is such a heated issue. So basically, to me, he's saying like, well, if I was president, if I was in office, we wouldn't only sanction Russia. We would, we meaning America, meaning the American Armed Forces. He's kind of like in a roundabout way of saying that, I would have our armed forces over there, stopping him from invading Ukraine. Because why else would he make a statement like that? Again, I'm not a political analyst. I'm not really into all that, but when I do hear leaders speak, I listen and I try to read between the lines of what they're really saying. And a lot of times they usually have staff writers or political writers or White House writers, or whatever you want to call them, that make up speeches or write speeches for them. So it's not necessarily their opinion. Not 100%, at least. But still, again, in the issues of what's going on in America or what's going on in the world right now, he's been very vocal. Trump has been very, very vocal lately in speaking up about, what's going on over in Russia and what's going on over in Ukraine. And again, what I take away from it is like him saying like, well, if I was in office, this is what I would do. By him even saying something like that and then saying that or making statements like the leaders that are in office now are stupid compared to Putin, and Putin is smart. And again, in a political arena, he set himself up just in time for him to start campaigning again for presidency. And you know what? To tell you the truth, I think he's going to win. More than likely, he's going to win. I won't be voting for him. I don't really care for him. I'm not a supporter. And it doesn't affect me one way or the other. Well, basically because I don't live in America, but looking at everything from afar, I tend to see things a little bit more clearer because I don't have any vested interest in what's going on in America, but I still have friends and family there. No, that's a lie. I have very few family members and very few friends that I'm in contact with. So basically, I'm really detached, but I'm still an American citizen. So I do care. I'm not gonna say I don't care, but I still do care because I am an American citizen. That is my birthplace. So I still love my country. I still love America. But I just don't take, especially the political atmosphere, the political stage. I don't take any of that serious. I think it's really comical. It's a show to me. It's a sitcom to me to watch from afar. But again, like I said, Trump is praising Putin and saying that Vladimir Putin is smart at what he is doing because of the fact of America is, or not only America, but actually the NATO alliances are going after Putin and Russia with sanctions, and it's like Putin is saying, like, I don't care what, so what? You sanction me. Which is, he has a point. Because why would Putin really care? Or how much sanction that is put upon him, or put upon his country or his government or whatever, because of him invading the Ukraine. But again, I am very interested at seeing how this unfolds. And I guess I'm making this podcast because I want to record this. I want to record it or put it out there because I know this is really going to come back to hunt Trump. Guaranteed is going to come back and hunt Trump. These words. And being that most people, well, especially Americans, especially, the American public, have short memories. And Americans tend to forget things that are said or things that are written in with certain things that are put out from our leaders or from the leaders of America and the politicians, and they tend to forget certain things that are said. So again, I am putting this out there, just putting it out there, just so it's record. It's on record. So again, it will be very interesting to see how this unfolds. And I have to say it again, I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm not a Biden supporter. But to watch all this unfold to me, is going to be comical. So anyways, thank you so much for listening. And I will be back with you again soon. Take care. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the week. Be safe. And we chat again soon.